Here we go. Ready for some cooking? Good morning. I'm smoking a ribeye roast today, and I started last night, but I didn't. These videos are kind of scattered. I got the thing out, I salted it, and put it back in the refrigerator overnight. So this morning, I'm pulling it out. This is it. It's been sitting in there. It's a smaller one. It's like 4 pounds. It looks like. And I'm gonna pull it out here. It smells good. My whole refrigerator smells like it. And I'm gonna let it sit here and get up to room temperature. Sorry for the glare. I'm facing backwards today because of this thing. So I'm gonna start the smoker and get it up to temperature, and then throw that thing in there. Yeah. So this is like morning for me. I haven't even had water or anything. I'm about to. I'm gonna get the smoker started, and then I'm gonna do my workout, and then I'm gonna come back here and grab this thing. So this is gonna be interesting. All right, we're getting the charcoals going. You hear my wind chime. So we'll get this going and put my little smoker back together. It's all in pieces. And I'll get back to you. All right. Dumping the coals in. Let's see if we can do this. Hoping that's enough. Seem to have shrunk down a little bit. Let's put this thing together. I've got the here's that little bowl of water in there, and I've got this foil thing. It doesn't quite fit right in there, but that's to catch the juice. And now we just let it get up to temperature, and then I bring the meat down. Alright, one other thing regarding setup. I had this little temperature thermometer thing with a probe, and I'm going to stick it in the side of the smoker here, and this is just for the internal temperature. I have that other thing that I stick in the meat, and the meat one has the internal meat temperature and the outside temperature too, so there's like a couple different things I can check. So anyway, I got this stuck in there. That way I'll know when this thing is hot enough. Okay, this thing's already up to temperature. It's quick. One last thing. I'm going to throw a chunk of, this is post oak. Make sure that's in there all the way. And that should start smoking soon, and I'll run up and grab the meat. If I get this door back on. I don't have my gloves on. I should always have my gloves on. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go grab the meat. I'll be back. One more step before I take the meat down. I got the old trusty meter. Temperature probe. Now, I'm going to stick this. Let's see, where's a good spot? Should I put it in the end? Yeah, I'm going to put it in the end here. It has to go up to that little line. So I want to get it sort of as close to the middle of the meat as I can. It's moving. I guess I'll have to touch it. There we go. Got it in the middle. I guess you can see that. There's the probe. Alright. Take this thing down. Alright, I'm ready to stick it on. I got my camera on my table so my meat is on the ground. Well, it's on a pan. This thing's ready and it's smoking. Can you see that? So I'm going to take this lid off and get this meat on here as quick as I can. There's the meat on the smoker. And you know what? I'm going to flip that over. Got the wrong side up. Which I hope doesn't mess with that thermometer. There we go. Alright, now we'll just let that go. So now that this is on there, I can go do my workout, maybe take a shower, and I will be back when this is close to ready. Okay, I'm pulling it out. It's up to temperature. It's hovering around 130 internal temperature. So it's a weird camera angle, but there it is. Look how it shrunk. Now, let's see if I can get this over here. And then we're going to let it rest for like 30 minutes. And then I'm going to shove it in the oven. And, ooh, there's some juice in that pan. I'm going to shove it in the oven after 30 minutes rest. And crank the temperature somewhere between 450 500 around there, and we're going to get the outside crispy. Favorite word. And let me cover this thing. Today is no exception. There we go. It's loosely covered in foil. And I'm going to take it back up to the kitchen. And I'll see you up there. After I close these vents. I gotta close the vents and that'll kill the coals. Alright. We're back up in the kitchen. We got our meat is nice and rested. The meter thermometer is still in there. It actually went off a while ago telling me that it's ready. But it's okay if it over rests. You can't over rest it. So pull this out of here. I'm going to flip this over. Oh, juice. Wow, look at all that juice. Ah, it looks so good. Put that going in there. I guess I didn't need these. I didn't have to touch it. Oh, I gotta touch this. Man. Here's the meter. And wipe this stuff up. I made a mistake in, I'm still learning how things work around this house. I've only been here a year. But at some point just during the past year, my heat and my water run on propane, and so I have a big 500-gallon tank under the yard in the back. And last time they just showed up and delivered it, like out of the blue. So I got an email earlier this month saying, you know, according to their records, it's about time for another delivery, and to check the meter to see if I'm at 30% or something, then order a delivery. I went out there and I could not find the meter on there. It turns out it was covered with mud, so I couldn't see it. Anyway, long story short, I ran out of propane. Saturday morning, I get up. Oh, and Friday night, I cranked my AC down to, I forget, 62, some crazy number, because I love to sleep in the cold. So I get up on Saturday morning, and it's freezing in here. And then the weather changes, too, so it's been cold. Well, I go to turn the heat on, and nothing. So I didn't have heat or hot water until yesterday. They finally came and delivered the propane. So anyway, I'm back in business. So back at the task at hand, we are putting this in. This thing's preheated to 450. I'm putting this thing in there for like 15 minutes or so till it starts to get crispy. I'm thinking maybe I'll crank it up even higher. Can you see me? This thing's a little tweaked. Here we go. With the moving the camera. Okay. While that's going, I'm gonna cook the rest of my stuff on the stovetop. After I wash my cast iron, I always put it in the oven for a little bit to dry it. I forgot it was in there. So I preheat the oven to 450, and I'm coming in here, I go, what is that smell? It's my cast iron in there. So anyway, it's nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and, oh man, I forgot to turn this on too. It should be hot though. I've got the old duck egg, and then I have leftover from yesterday. This is beef spleen. I think they call it sweet bread or something like that. It's not bread. Even though I did bread it with pork panko, I fried it. But it basically tastes, to me, you know, there's that beef liver taste that everybody seems to hate. I like it. This tastes like chicken liver, which is odd. It's beef, but it's almost like a giant chicken liver. That's what it tastes like to me. So it tastes like fried chicken liver. So I'm going to reheat this. I'm going to cook an egg. Well, maybe I shouldn't start yet because it's going to be 15 minutes before that roast is done. And I'm going to turn on the oven light. And I'm going to set the timer just in case. You never know, I might get distracted and forget. Oh, check this out. This is my appetizer. This was from yesterday. I still had a chunk of steak. I couldn't finish it. It was like that big. It was huge. And we got another thing on the stove top. This is there's not a whole lot, just a little bit of juice from the meat. I might stick it in our pan when we're done. But this was in the smoker. This caught the juice in the smoker as it was going, but it didn't seem like. I think because it's a grass-fed ribeye roast, it doesn't have as much fat as a regular. So it get as many drippings. So that's the only downfall. It's healthier, but it's better meat, but you don't get as much fat, which is the fun part. So I'm gonna turn this off and I'll come back to you when that thing is almost done. When we start this, I'll bring it back. Sorry. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. And that's almost done. That didn't take, I put the timer on for 15 minutes, but I think I'm going to pull it early. So this is the spleen going in, and these are some bacon, not bits, but chunks. I'll bring you over. Gently. And when I bring that meat out, I want to put it on the big, what do you call that thing? The big wood block thing. So I got to figure out, I guess I'll have to put the camera backwards for that too. That chunk of steak I showed you earlier, it was cold, but man was it good. That's the thing, if it's a good steak, it doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. Okay, here's the duck egg, and I would just break it in there, but I always do this, I think I told you, just in case there's something iffy going on with the egg. But you never know with farm fresh eggs, they're not like, I guess inspected. I don't know if regular eggs have inspectors. So here we have this beautiful duck egg. Look at that big yolk. Just gonna dump that all in. Did you see that? I know you can hear it. I forgot my salt. My Redmond's real salt, sea salt. A little twist of that. And it is time to check the meat. Oh, I think it might be done. See the smoke? Oh. Let's turn that thing off. It's nice and brown on the outside. Now I'm gonna you can't see me, can you? Like it's smoking too. Everything's smoking. Can you hear that? It's alive. Here, let me turn this around this way. Here's that meat. Sorry. I'm gonna try to pick it up. Oh, I know. I have these. My indoor fork. But I'm gonna try it with a couple things. Look. Looks good. I'm trying to figure out which end. I'm gonna cut off this fat end. This is the one I'm gonna show you. Put it right there. Back over here. Then we gotta set it on the plate. Sorry, blue plate fans. We're using this one because it's bigger. Alright, this thing is smoking. Actually, I think it's the bacon grease that's actually smoking. Okay, I'm gonna take this out. Put it on the plate. We got bacon bits that go with it, but you know what? I can't get it with this spatula. The curved pan and a straight spatula is not a good combination. Okay, put those over there. Ooh, these things are really smoking now. Oh, I guess I could turn it off, huh? A work of art. Nature's art. Okay. Then we got the, take this off the burner. Drag that there, bacon bits, but that's alright. Now, we have that, so we gotta hurry up here and carve this meat. I want you to see this. Put the plate here for future reference. This is actually a bread knife, but it's good for slicing. So I have to sharpen it. I'm still here. I'm just sharpening. All right. Let me move it this way so you can see. All right, here we go. Let's see what's in here. It's always a mystery. Look at that. Can you see that? It's perfect. I hope the color comes out on this. I wish I could get that closer. Well, I have the wide angle on it, so it makes it look further away. Ooh, that is perfect. I'm trying to decide which one I want to eat now. This one or the middle one? Oh, man. I was worried that it was going to be too done. Because when I do a steak, I heat the internal temperature up to 124. This was up to 133, I think it got up to before I took it off the heat. So I was worried it was going to be between that and roasting the outside. I was worried it was going to be too done, but it's perfect. Look at that. Let's just see that. Look at that. doesn't get any more perfect than that. And last night, before I put it in the refrigerator, I salted it, you know, the raw meat, and put it in there and let it sit overnight. But actually, I came back later and added a few more things besides the salt. I had a little shaker with a mix of, it had salt, pepper, and a little bit of hot stuff in there, just a touch, but it's mostly salt and pepper. I'm gonna eat. Wow, that outside looks good too. I'm gonna eat this inside just for the aesthetic look on the plate. Oof. There we go. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna. Wow, look at that fat. That looks so good. Okay, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna finish this video. I guess I can do it from this angle. There we go. Stove in the background. I want you to see this. That's the finished plate. That looks good. Prime rib. Voila.